Disk data 000, or to be added. Grey Paradise. Alternative names. Grey Apocalypse. Grey Paradise is a pocket dimension created by Louis. It's small on paper, but once explored, it's larger than you think. The realm is mostly based and named after population settlements, but in every settlement, there are no entities or signs of living beings in the dimension. The ecosystem of Grey Paradise only has plant organisms. The grass is white everywhere you go, even in the snow, but everything else is just like you would see on Earth. The dimension does have a sun and moon, while day and night transitions. Weathering also happens in the realm. When it's day, the clouds are always gray, while in the night, the sky is dark blue and you can also see stars. There is no outer space in Grey Paradise. If someone reaches past the skies, they will be introduced to the other side of the world within the pocket dimension. The oceans of Grey Paradise do have light waves because of the winds, but the water is mostly still and transparent. There is no marine life in the waters. There are no microorganisms in both land or sea. There is only one way out, which is through Louis. Louis can control everything in his realm and can automatically know if someone's stuck somewhere. Image of the map of Grey Paradise. Image of the Grey Apocalypse map. Images of the Grey Paradise, overall and territory claims. Each settlement and their categories. Urban settlements, cities, large urban centers with significant populations, extensive infrastructure, and diverse economic activities. Towns, smaller than cities but still exhibit urban characteristics, including commercial centers, residential areas, and public services. Metropolitan area encompass cities and their surrounding suburbs, forming in connection urban regions. Meganopolises, vast urban corridors, formed by the merging of multiple cities and towns. Contributions, I don't know how to pronounce that right. Amalgamations of ancient cities and towns with shared transport networks. Rural settlements, small communities in the rural area often center around agriculture and traditional practices. Hamlets, even smaller than villages, hamlets consist of a few houses and basic ambulance. Farmsteads, isolated dwellings on agricultural land typically associated with farming families. Ranches, large rural properties used for livestock farming or other agricultural purposes. Urban areas, suburban area. Suburbs, surrounded cities and provide a quieter living environment while maintaining access to urban amenities. Exurbs, beyond suburbs, these areas offer a mix of residential and rural features. Bedroom communities, suburbs, where residents primarily commute to nearby cities for work. Prairie urban areas, peri-urban zones, transitional areas between urban and rural settings. Edge cities, developed commercial and residential centers on the outskirts of major cities. Green belts, protected areas around cities to prevent urban sprawl and promote green spaces. Industrial areas, industrial parks, considerations of factories, warehouses, and manufacturing facilities. Special economic zones, or ZIZ, designated areas with favorable economic policies to attract investment and industrial development. Tourist areas, resort towns, popular destinations for leisure and recreation, often located near natural attractions. Historic districts, areas with preserved historical architecture and cultural significance. Beach resorts, coastal areas known for their beaches, water sports, and entertainment. Military bases and installations. Barracks, military housing and training facilities. Naval ports, harbors where naval vessels are stationed. Air bases, airfields for military aircraft operations. Informal settlements, slums, overcrowded, makeshift settlements with inadequate infrastructure and services. Shantytowns, poorly constructed dwellings, often lacking legal recognition. Other lands, icy tropics, mixed with tropical with warm temperatures. Kite land, the Grey Paradise version of Europe and Asia. Vulture Oasis, the Grey Paradise version of the Middle East. Winter Wonders, snowy weather region. Trivia. The inspiration of what gave me the idea of how the realm would be laid out is how Postal 1 levels and the fan-made official soundtrack are based on population settlements. Why Grey Paradise is also known as Grey Apocalypse is because the main city looks like it's been through an apocalyptic ruin and is surrounded by shades of gray. And that there's other places that will be also in ruins, just for the aesthetic.